Oh, hey there, guys. I didn't know that you were here, but let me stoke this fire and let's talk about something I like to call HYROX. Nice. Fuego. Ah! Fuego, por! What's up, guys? I've been getting a lot of questions lately on how to get ready for a HYROX. This is a newer sport here in the United States. It's been going on for 3 years over in Europe. Originally started in Germany. And it's one of the most incredible sports that I've ever tried. It's incredibly dynamic, incredibly challenging, but at the same time, it never seems to get boring. It never seems to get daunting. It's always one of these kind of things where every single time I turn the corner, I'm ready for the next challenge. I'm excited about the next challenge. And start to finish, it's a race that I love. HYROX, as I said, originally coming from Germany, is 8 challenges and 8 laps. When I say challenges, it's a mixture of fitness stations and running. Our goal basically is to do all these fitness stations and running, keep optimal fitness, and be able to find the most well-rounded athlete in the world, as they say. They call it the World Series of Fitness, bringing in each one of these stations, trying to be the most dynamic athlete possible. Much like CrossFit, it's functional fitness, it's testing your fitness, racing your fitness. But this right here are set movements every single time, every single race, anywhere you go in the world, it's gonna be exactly the same. It'll be very easy for you to understand if you're getting better, worse, staying the same. And obviously, if I'm over in the United States and an athlete races in China, it's the same exact course. We can truly tell who's the best person. So HYROX, as I said, is 8 laps of racing, 1,000 meters at a time. If you add that all up, it's just about 5 miles of running. So there's a significant amount of running. You have to be prepared for this. I hold the world record currently at 57 minutes and 38 seconds. The women's best score is 53 minutes. My friend Sarah Kulte from Germany, she's like incredible. She's as big as I am, like an Amazon woman. And you have to understand, like, if you're not a person who's running often, you're going to be challenged by this. It doesn't matter how well you can do push-ups, pull-ups, squat cleans, rowing on a machine. You have to run. Like, I suggest anybody who's doing this, be able to run for an hour straight, because if you can't run for an hour straight, then you're not going to be able to do a HYROX for an hour plus. Another big factor in this is obviously all these 8 fitness stations are incredibly dynamic. It goes through by doing the ski erg, sled push, sled pull, burpee broad jump, rower, farmer's carry, lunges, and then wall balls. And each and every single one of these stations, the fastest station is the farmer's carry, and that takes a minimum of 1 minute and 15 seconds. So understand that your body's always going to be constantly challenged for longer durations of time. Whereas most people will finish a bench press set in under 30 seconds, a squat set in 30 to 45 seconds. Some of these sled pushes take athletes up to 10 minutes if they're not prepared. I think the best sled push is around 2 minutes, so that's still a substantial amount of time. So I'll put you through the whole gamut. If you're a beginning athlete, here's some tips that you can do. 1, I would be running at least 3 times a week. Do a couple 30-minute runs, maybe 1 interval run, and make sure you have one of those runs that's about 60 to 90 minutes. I think it's incredibly beneficial to everyone's health and competition level when you're doing those longer runs. It will prepare you guys not only from just a cardiovascular state, but also a mental state. There's always a certain point, just like in marathoning, when they say you're gonna hit the wall. If you haven't been there before, you're not familiar with that feeling, it's something that's very challenging. It's something that's almost emotional, where you feel scared. It's a step that you've never taken before. And don't let that happen to you out there on the race floor. Like, it's better to do in training where you're in your own environment. When you're out there on the race floor, it can be 10 times more daunting. I've been there, trust me. As far as it comes with fitness, HYROX is very leg-based and upper body pull-based. So if you think about it, like the ski erg, that's upper body pull. Sled push, that's it's a lower body push. Sled pull, that's lower body and upper body pull. And then you're gonna go into burpees, where that's still, like, you know, full body. every single thing is being challenged, but the primary movers in this are going to be your legs and your pulling up opportunity. So things like single leg split squats, lunges, squats, wall balls, these are all great movements. You should be doing them regularly. You can mix it up constantly. The stronger you are, the better you're going to be prepared. But don't allow yourself to get stuck in the rut of just doing squats or just doing lunges. Like, do it all. As far as upper body pull, I tremendously love pull-ups. I think if you can do a fair amount of pull-ups, you're going to do a fair amount of good, you're going to have a great result when it comes to HYROX, because you need to have that grip strength, grip endurance, and just capacity. So that's great. You can do dumbbell rows, you can do barbell rows. Anything you grab and pull towards yourself, do it often, change it often, be prepared for it. And obviously, have fun. Like, if you're just starting this, don't show up and look at the scoreboard and say, I need this. I'll be honest, most people who've never done a HYROX before see the score that they want and then typically are about 10 to 15 minutes behind that. It's happened to almost every athlete I've ever talked to. They, for some reason, assume that it's going to be something, and it always ends up being a little bit more. If you're a high-level athlete, here's my best suggestion. You need to be able to work on being quick while you're tired. I don't think it's important just to be fast. I think it's important to be fast when you're just feeling terrible. So do what's called compromised running. It's like doing a workout where you do 50 wall balls, 30 calorie row into 200 meters of running, or 400 or 800 meters of running, and repeat that about 5 times. If you do that workout, not only are you going to be fit for a HYROX, you'll be fit for almost anything else you get involved in. But it's those first two movements that are going to make you feel tired. And then what I really want you to do is get through the first 2 movements and then get on that run and really tackle it. Go as hard as you can. Test yourself so that you don't find where your limits are in the race. Find it during training. Another really big factor is just being so sport specific that if you're not trying all these movements often and trying different techniques often, you're going to find yourself learning in the race, which is not the important thing to do. It's better to learn at home and then use your best routine possible when it comes to race day. I am such a student of sport. I'm watching other athletes. I'm watching myself in videos. I'm critiquing myself. I'm critiquing them. And then I'm coming home. I'm creating a game plan. And then I'm going to the field of battle and I'm being my best possible. Another thing I would suggest is find a good coach. Find a good mentor, find a good resource. Like, you don't have to do all 3, but if you can, do that. Like, reach out to people like myself, ask questions, reach out to coaches, see if they'll help you out or if you can get on one of their programs. I have programs. There's tons of athletes out there that create things. They're going to give you an opportunity to learn and push yourself, because most of the time people are going to want to do what's easiest for them rather than what they really, really need. So I would say that. And last but not least, eat more than you really think you need. Most of these workouts you're going to be doing are just going to chew you up. HYROX is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I am always doing these workouts to prepare for them, and I often catch myself not feeling well enough so I can be prepared for tomorrow. So train hard, eat well, and excel when it comes to racing. And I hope you guys have learned from these tips. I'm still learning as I'm talking to you right now. It makes me realize things I got to bring to the drawing board. If you have any questions, please email me at housetraining@gmail.com, HAOS training@gmail.com. We have races coming up. We got Austin on May 25th. June 3rd is going to be Orlando. And then the national championships are going to be in Chicago. And from that point on, I think they're still trying to build up races for the rest of the season. But just in the next 3 months, guys, you have a tremendous amount of opportunity to come compete. I look forward to seeing you guys at one of them. And if you have any questions, shoot me one of those emails. Hope I can help you out.